you record me?
Not days.
Snapple. Snapple.
Yo, 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 back in effect, everyone. Lenny Sports Talk Show. What's going on? Got a lot to get to in this second half of the show. KUHS Denver. Denver. KUHS Denver. Denver. So,
And we are in the studio.
back in effect.
Me. It's me, Ray. Razor.
DJ Riser and Lenny Archuleta
We're
and
gonna
Ray
talk-
Archuleta.
We're gonna talk some ball, gonna talk some football, baseball, basketball, skateboard. Lenny's gonna b-boy on the side.
Fright Rockers won. Rockers Rumble. Is that
The
what
zombie
thought I
rockin'
just said that.
b-boys.
The zombie
He's
rock.
a zombie b-boy.
And then, also in NFL news, I know you're all going to love to hear this one. Phillip Rivers sets a record for the best passing rating over 6 games. 120 passing QBR. Phillip Rivers.
Oh.
Also-
What is that record?
It was a passer rating of 120 or more. That's like a
Whoa.
total QBR measures their yards, interceptions, TDs, and all that other stuff. Also, we forgot to mention Hillman. Hillman over 100 yards yesterday, Ronnie Hillman.
I was trying to bring that up to you. I was gonna say, how about that Hillman on the Broncos? This running game stepped up.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what helped
I always
winning
thought
yesterday.
he was good. I always thought Hillman was really good.
He is better than Ball.
Yeah, and Ball's he's average. I mean, they're all kind of average, but I think Hillman has the best speed of all of them.
But they always would try Ball,
Mm-hmm.
and I always knew that, Ball always dropped the balls, and he had some troubles. They always would have confidence in him. I knew Hillman was a better running back. Well, I thought so anyway. So.
Yeah, I don't.
So, he did prove yesterday he was doing really good, stepping up.
What do you think about Miller? Do you think he got a concussion? He says he didn't. It looked like he was pretty woozy to me. But I don't know, whatever. I think
He was
this
probably
whole
pretty close to it. If
concussion
not, I'd
thing.
really had one.
Bring back the leather helmets. Dang it, leather helmets. Why are we running around with that? Why are they running around with those?
I was even thinking
Death
maybe
heads.
that he was, something else was wrong with his eyes or something. He wears glasses.
No, they gave him the salt. They put the salt right up his nose, or was that crack? Crack cocaine? No, I'm just kidding.
It was Kool-Aid.
I didn't care.
It was
Pixie
some
sticks.
supplement. It was a supplement. It helped him regain consciousness.
Yeah, and another thing I forgot to bring up about the Nuggets is JaVale McGee. He still hasn't played. You think he's even going to play this year? It's going to be all Mozgov?
Maybe.
It's all going to be the big
Mozgov.
Russian Mozgov? I'm game with that, but I think we need JaVale McGee. I don't know what's going on with him. Anyways,
Does he
moving
have
on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Does he what?
Does he have an injury?
He had a fractured leg last year, and he says it's still sore, and he hasn't played one game.
Shoot, I bet.
I mean, if you have a fracture, it was like a hairline thing or like a stress fracture. That thing should have been healed already. Honestly, I run all the time,
Yeah.
so if I get I'm sure I get stress fractures, but I keep running. I mean, maybe it's worse than mine. Maybe.
I was thinking that maybe it's pretty bad. I don't know.
Yeah. The Browns Pro Bowl center broke his leg yesterday. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. Also, Byron Maxwell, the Seahawks cornerback, has a sprained calf. Probably won't be back next week. Victor Cruz tore his patella tendon from the Giants. Victor Cruz, so he's going to be out. Other news: Chicago Marathon happened on Sunday. Top runners, Brooks runners, Amy Hastings and Bobby something. But they came in. She came in at 2:27, 2 hours and 27 minutes, and he came in at Bobby Curtis 2:11:20. They were the first Americans across the finish line,
USA, where was it at?
from what I understand.
Chicago?
Maybe not. Maybe. Yeah, Chicago Marathon.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that last week.
Yeah. Elliot Kipkoch won in 2:04:11, so almost sub 2:04. And Rita Jeptu, she always wins, 2:24, which actually isn't that fast compared to some other women that I've seen run. But maybe she knew she was a minute ahead of the second place. But yeah, Eliud Kipchoge, Rita Jeptu. Why do you think that Kenyan Ethiopian runners are better than Americans? Will an American ever win a marathon? What do you think?
Has to do with the way they train and the foods they eat and
Yeah, I think
everything.
I think Americans
Where
have
they're
bigger
from.
heads. They're top heavy.
Yeah, it's the way we're
They have
shaped.
little faces and heads. I mean, there's no
We're like
there's
more
no denying that.
bulkier than it seems like.
Yeah, more bulky for sure. They say they did this study where they're
Has to do with
like,
something to do with the foods we eat. It seems like. I don't know.
yeah, no, they had a study and we're like, no, there's
Yeah.
no real physical differences and all this stuff, or not there. That's not a huge
Or maybe
advantage.
even where we're
I think it's a huge advantage.
even just the maybe the
I mean,
place that
120
they're
pounds.
from, but the continent, maybe just the whole like where they're from.
Yeah, I think it's that. I think it's a number of things. I think runners are better from Africa because where they come from, how their ancestors have made them into who they are, like the evolution thing. And then
Yeah.
I also think that
And being in Africa, where it's
Right.
just the type of just the whole environment.
running from lions. No, but yeah, you like. I don't know. I just think that
Fine.
Africans
lions
have
and
longer.
tigers.
Africans have longer legs. Americans have shorter legs. I mean, they have short torsos. We have long torsos.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, yeah,
our best
that's
runners,
true.
our
It's
best
like they
runners
have
maybe
mostly
get to
legs.
127. I mean, most of them are at 130 though. These guys are at like 115 to 120, and they're not top heavy. They don't have big heads,
They don't
They
have
have
big
little heads and
bobble
faces.
heads like the.
Yeah, and small torsos and long legs. I mean, when you see an African running, you're like, oh, that's not you don't think of it as a skeleton running. He looks
They're
normal.
more like streamlined.
Yeah, he looks normal like that. When you see an American running a marathon like that, you think, oh, they're anorexic. They
Yeah.
need to eat something.
Yeah.
Somebody give that lady a sandwich, they always say. That's a cliche thing to say. But, if an American wants to win a marathon, I think they're going to have to look like that. They're going to have to look like an African. Or even less. They're going to have to be less body because you have your head and everything up there is more heavy than theirs.
The head, even the skull.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to even lose more muscle. You're gonna have to lose muscle and
Well,
fat.
what if your skull's just still heavy?
That's what I'm saying.
What if you're
gonna
running
have
with
to wait.
football pads on?
If you're running with, then you should just get a trophy for that. If you run a marathon football pads, you'll probably die from dehydration.
Yeah, had to run straight to the.
You
water.
could probably stop. You could probably, I'm gonna run this in a football.
have
suit,
your
but have spaghetti
water
and
hooked
meatballs
up to
at
you.
every
Yeah.
aid for me, or hamburger.
Yo, Lenny, you gonna make me some spaghettis?
Yeah, but the marathon times 2:04, 2:04, 2:04, 2:05, 2:08, 2:09. That's the man all the way down. 2:10, 2:11, 2:11, 2:11. That's 1 through 10. And the women top out at 2:34.
That's pretty
The
quick.
first one's 2:24, so there's 10 minutes in between there. 225 for the women. 225, 227,
Can't
227,
catch the
232, 232, 230. That's still really fast. Women can run. Yeah, it's great though. So congratulations to everyone who ran the Chicago Marathon. You guys are awesome. But yeah, I mean that always brings. I mean that's a huge topic. I mean that's been a huge topic for years now that the Africans win everything all the time. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it isn't. You know. Maybe it's. I think it's everything. It has to do with everything about your makeup and what you look like, and how light you are, and how.
What do they win? A trophy?
Nah, they win money, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, probably like
Yeah, no.
100,000 or something, maybe 500,000, something like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, man, they win a lot of
That's
money.
great.
I think it's one of the hardest things to do, and you don't win that much, though.
I know that I was gonna say they
You
should
run
win like
26.2.
million.
Yeah, exactly. But it's okay. I mean, they
That's
still
still
win
good. Yeah.
a good prize. So yeah, the 49. Back to football. 49ers and the Rams tonight. Who you got? What's your score?
The Rams. I'm going with a crazy pick. I'll go with the Rams, even though I know the 49ers.
What's your score and how many?
I want the Rams. They're gonna stomp on the Kaepernickers. No,
Kaepernick.
the Kaepernicks. Let's see.
Little Kaepernick.
We'll say 24, 21.
24-21 Rams.
Rams.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good, man. I'm with you there, but I'll flip it on you. I'll
What do
go
you say?
24-21 49ers.
The Niners.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll go
That's probably a
Niners.
better bet, but I'm just going with. I like to go with the underdog just for the fun of it, but also just maybe I think that might happen. So I like to go for the other team sometimes, even though I know the one of the teams is like got better stats and their record and such.
What record and such? Such a good name, such a good day for a neighbor. Wouldn't you like to be my neighbor? Anyways, how many yards were Colin Kaepernick have? This is our contest for today, so if you want to go to my Facebook or go to KUHS Denver, go to Lenny Sunday Archuleta on my Facebook and go ahead and post who you think's gonna, how many yards do you think Colin Kaepernick's gonna have? I'm gonna go 193 for Colin Kaepernick. What are you going?
What'd you say? 193.
193 yards for him. Throwing.
He's gonna have a lot of rushing. I imagine he's gonna run.
What's his passing
I'm gonna
yards?
say his passing yards are gonna be like.
And this is for another 1 pound bag of gum. Bubba gum.
I'll say
Bubba gum.
165.
Bubba bum. 165?
Yeah.
Oh man. It's awfully close to me.
What did you say? 190.
193. And maybe we're guessing low because he's gotten better as a passer. That's all right.
That's true. But
We don't have faith in Gonzo. I mean Colin
I've
Kaepernick.
been seeing him running a lot, so.
Yeah,
was
he's a
thinking
runner.
He might be running around.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you say that too, I was thinking maybe he'll even get some long passes off. Broncos were doing some long passes yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. Yeah, so also, we haven't talked about the Avalanche at all. But for my Avalanche fans out there, which is probably everyone in Colorado, the Avalanche have started 0-2 and haven't scored a single goal.
Yeah, I saw that. I couldn't believe that.
0 goals.
They lost to the Wild.
They've lost like 5-0
It was
and
like a
3-0.
blowout.
Yeah, 2 times. 8. They've been outscored
Shut
8-0. Do you think they're going to score tonight? They play the Bruins.
Yeah, they're gonna have to score.
You think they're going to
Yeah,
score?
at
You think
least
they're going to
one.
get their first win tonight? I happen to think
They're
that.
gonna get a win.
No, they're going to lose again, 2-1.
You think?
Sorry,
What's
Avs
going on
fans.
with the Avs?
Well, they went storming it last year. They had Patrick
So
Waugh.
last year they
He's
started
banging
out.
on the glass and all that. Everyone's excited and all that stuff. And I'm like,
But they
I
also
kind
had
of
a
look
really
past that
good
stuff.
goalie. What's up with the goalie? Did they
No,
start
their
out-
goalie. I don't think their goalie's ever been that good. I think it's
Last year their goalie was good. It
Yeah.
started out good,
yeah, but
but they have a different guy in there now.
in that series, from the beginning of that series, that playoff series last year, you can tell that the Wild was the better team. I felt that the Wild was the better team from the beginning, but that's just what I see.
Mhm.
I know the Avs were up like 2-1.